Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome to day 14 of World Watercolor Month. And for today, I already stamped a door in here with two flower pots. And hopefully this one doesn't take too long. I'm going to keep that door to be like a white door. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pull the colors. I stamped this door using the two colors, the blue and the brown. It's the 969 and the 565. And since I'm gonna keep this door white in color, this is gonna serve as the shadow. So I'm pulling kind of extended in here, and I already have on my palette in here all my colors, so I can blend in here the two colors and create that gray shade that it is the gray color that is the one that we kind of create when we use these two colors in here. So in that way I can get a little more colors for the shadows in here. Putting all the colors in the door, and now I'm gonna pull the colors from the frame of the door, but then instead of pulling them in, I'm gonna pull them out, and that way that frame stands up. I also stamped the flower pots in the two colors, but I'm gonna cover the door first, and then we'll take care of the flower pots. So there is an there is a line. There is a line. It's not an imaginary line. There is a line in here, and I need another pencil. That one has no. Okay. And that line goes in here, and I just want to put that line now because I don't want to pass those limits. Okay, so let's do the same in here. I want this last piece of wood to be up, so I'm pulling the colors below. And with the 565 that I have in here, I'm gonna add some shadows. Oh, that was it's that I have the 555 so next to it. Okay, that's fine. We can bring the 65 in here. Don't let that ruin your day. It won't ruin mine. I promise you. And I'm just assuming that that's where my shadow is, at least where it's more intense. This is the plate for the doorknob, and again I'm pulling out to the outside. Okay. That'll be it for that. And for the flower pots, let's see, let's make it look like it's terracotta. If if I can figure out that color in here. I don't think I have terracotta pan in here or anything that looks like that, but I can blend these two colors and then get something similar. Okay. Pulling the excess. I'm going to pull first the color from the stamp, and that will help me to get again some of the shade. All right. And I'm bringing, let's get some of this brown in here. I'm going to put the colors on the edges because this is it's kind of rounded. It's 3D shapes. It's not supposed to be flat. And then I'm going to bring the colors in. And then we'll do another layer pretty soon. Same thing in here. Start with the darker one on the edges. Remove the excess from your brush. And then bring it in. And then we'll add more color later on. Let's go back to this one in here. All right. Okay, that's good. You can see how it becomes more 3D, 3-dimensional. And let's do it on this side too. All right. And we're going now to the top. Same thing. Start on the edges. Clean your brush and pull a little. All right. Okay. All right. So we can add more colors to the edges when we need it. So let's add some flowers on the top. Actually, what I'm gonna add in there is some of the greens from the 4051, this one in here. And I'm using my favorite 177. Before I do that, I want to add a little bit of shadow. Just, and this is a big brush. but it's the one that I had available. So let's get the 565, and I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow in here, because even when I said that it's white, even white casts shadows and things like that. So just very light, put some white in here. Okay. On the bottom of the pot. Now I'm gonna switch to the window, because I guess now that's wet. So let's use this color in here for my window, and I'm using a flat brush to create the window. Let me get the bubbles out. And I'm just gonna add 3 windows in here. And then we'll fix them. We'll give them a little better shape later on. I think that part is ready. So let's start with the greens. It's like a garland that is gonna be on top. And I'm just stamping on both sides. Stamp one more. Stamp a little bit over the door. And we're coming with the brush. And we're gonna pull the color in. Just dab. Right? Okay. Let's do the flower pots. And for the flower pots, I'm using another stamp. This stamp is from 4868. I'm using this one in here, that it brings pretty much everything that I need in there. I'm gonna put a piece of tape to mask the pots. And we can mark in here the size of the pot so we don't go off the side. And I'm using this 228 green. in here. It's kind of a sage green. And let's use that 837. That was the one that I used in there. And we're just gonna put the flowers in there. Again, this one, and move the paper. And put the flowers. That one got a little higher, that's fine. And just gonna dab in there. Okay. Put a little bit on the green there, and let's finish the door in here. Maybe adding a little bit of color on the mat. And I'm adding back to my blue, the blue that I use for the window. I'm just gonna use the fine tip. Then if you want with a smaller brush, you can pull a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna add a little brown on my plate, the doorknob. And we're adding, using my brush, I can't pick it up. Using the bleed proof white. I'm gonna add a few flowers. In here, like a flower, a bunch of little dots that would be like the flowers. Let's add a really small little dot in the center just to make it look more dimensional. And I'm gonna add more shadow in here. And I'm gonna say that this is it. If I will be making this in a bigger one, I will be putting more details, but I don't want to keep you longer than a 20 minutes. So I'm gonna sign this one, and we're gonna say that it's done. Okay? So let's take a pen in here, and we're signing in here. All right, and this is it. I'll see you tomorrow with another one. Bye.